is the internet really of such importance? And some say, yes, it is, because if your business is not online, your business doesn't really exist. It might be a brick and mortar store. However, it is crucial to be connected to the internet. Furthermore, as an individual, and especially over the last couple of months, we have seen that as individual people, it's important to be connected to the internet as well, if for no other reason than to reach out to your family and friends. So the fact is, everybody today is using the internet. Most of them daily, others not every day. However, services, government services, whether it's health or pension or driver's license renewal or things like that, everything today depends increasingly more on being connected to the internet. So would you like to know about a company which offers a complete online solution? Everything connected to the internet is coming from one source under one roof. So it's a foundation of business. This company is privately owned. It's never going to be on the stock market. It's legal. It's an advanced technology company. And as I said, all the tools or everything you ever need on the internet is under one room. It offers a global business opportunity, and it's explicit in its services, and it offers profit sharing. And this company is called ONPASSIVE. What is unique about ONPASSIVE is its humanitarian focus. As I said earlier before we started the presentation, it's not just doing the talk, but ONPASSIVE also role models the mission and the philosophy in all aspects of life. This company was based on the vision of this man called Ash Mufareh. He's the visionary and inventor behind this. And I'm going to excuse myself for 1 second. I'm going to make this away here so that I can. Can you see the screen better now? Are these images on the right-hand side? Go on, Michael. Okay. I'm assuming
yes,
they are.
Yes.
Because
yes,
therefore you can see the text much better. So the founder and the brain trust behind this company is Mr. Ash Mufareh. Mr. Ash Mufareh has 20 years experience in IT and in online marketing. He holds a master's degree in IT from MIT and also is an expert in online business. And he went to Harvard University to study that. So what we're going through in detail is listed here. We are discussing what is ONPASSIVE, what is our 4-pillar strategy. Then we look at the variety of tools we are offering. We will discuss GoFounders.net. Furthermore, what is the advantages of you considering to become a founder even? What's the benefit to you? And then how can you become a founder? And of course, last but not least, we want to learn a little bit more about who Mr. Ash Mufareh is. This sentence will tell you a little bit about the value system Mr. Ash Mufareh carries. He says, it's an honor to be in service to others. What could be better than to support millions of people to overcome their limitations? And by the way, the limitations that many of us have been experienced in the course of our life, Mr. Mufareh says is not necessarily our own, it's not based on our lack of education or that we are not hardworking enough. There are other things that put us in the situations we are in. While personal responsibility plays a role, but we want to look at systems that can make life better. So what is ONPASSIVE? ONPASSIVE is an advanced internet technology company that combines IT with online marketing. And our products, software solutions, software applications, are designed to solve real-world problems, address real-world needs, are in high demand. And some of them are not that satisfactory to the end user. Therefore, we have designed from the ground up completely new tools that we are based, all of this is based on our 4-pillar strategy. So our tools are built from the ground up, completely new. It's not based on something that's 30 years old. And we have built our company on the 4-pillar strategy. Our motto, and that's what makes ONPASSIVE truly unique, is that in this case, technology is put in service of the human being. So the motto is artificial intelligence with heart. Now, ONPASSIVE is the mother of Go Founders. Seeing we're speaking about the Go Founders opportunity, we're going to go into details a little bit more about ONPASSIVE later on. So what are the benefits of joining ONPASSIVE? Just to illustrate this a little, we want to look at the 4-pillar strategy. Pillar number 1, you will see all these online tools. Some of them you recognize, you may use them already, whether it is Indeed, whether it's Facebook, whether it is YouTube, or whether it's Instagram, Gmail. Some of these icons you recognize because we're using them right now. What is really unique here is that in Facebook or Gmail, or you want to log into Indeed or Align or whatever they are, you have to constantly log in multiple times in different applications. Now, what's so unique and what the world goes crazy about is that ONPASSIVE has it all in one spot. Now, what are our tools? What are these software solutions I spoke about earlier? And here are some of our products. Virtual private network. You might be aware that everything you do on the internet on your computer is tracked. You might also notice, if you have a personal website or a professional website, that you need to secure your website. So VPN, it's called Virtual Private Network, that gives you security that your movements online will be secure and that your personal or professional website is not going to be hacked. Trim URL, you all remember somebody sends you a link and this is just terrible numbers, letters, you can't remember them. Trim URL cuts these down and you can personalize them. You can set trim URL, happy birthday grandma event or something like that. And it's very easy for people to remember and then type into the search engine. Another part is domain registration. We have an incredible support team. We organize live events once we hopefully can join and meet each other in person again. Then we also have a product that helps you advertise. It's funnel advertising, funnel marketing, and we can offer you also a video conferencing platform. Which are we on right now? This is thanks to the generosity of Michael. It's his Zoom platform we are utilizing right now to connect with one another. Now, there are limits to Zoom, and there are also costs related that go up exponentially the bigger a Zoom room you want to use. Currently, Mr. Eshmu Farah wants to address all his members, his Go founding members, and he can only do that by having negotiated Zoom to give him a platform, because our video conferencing platform, which is called OConnect, is not yet active because the company is still in the pre-launch phase. All of these tools are obviously administered with artificial intelligence. We also have something called legal compliance. We can do a web builder. It is a social media, it's email, it's a variety of products that are only, for all of these, to reach all of them, you just log in once. Everything that you see on the screen here, whether it's social media, whether it's Indeed, whether it is SMS, you log in once and it saves you a lot of time. And that's why everybody can't wait for ONPASSIVE to launch. People are sick and tired of having to constantly log in the different apps to accomplish what they want to do. Here, it's all with one click. If you think back maybe 20, 30 years, the automation of the auto industry, for example, was the big thing. That was the advent of robotics. Engineers designed a way to have machines do things to make production more efficient. Well, nowadays in ONPASSIVE, we have everything on call. You will have, as a Go-founder, an online presence, and you can go and say, hey, ONPASSIVE AI, build me a website, build me a marketing funnel, because I have a special winter sale going on in my store. And AI will create that campaign for you. So automation, your marketing, doing everything you can in your business will help you not only based on their professional experience and the programming that is done. You will save time. You can focus on what you want to do for your business. You can spend more time with your family. And yet, even though you spend maybe less time at work or at the shop or in the office, you will increase your productivity regardless. And you can cut down on your expenses. And ultimately, the benefits are that you can spend more time with your loved one, with your family. You can spend more time on research and development, or be more focused on giving the service or the products to the customers that you already have. Okay, wondering if my internet is slow or what is going on here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the third of our 4-pillar strategy is traffic. So what is traffic? We know traffic from the roads. We know foot traffic in the pedestrian zones of European cities or the sidewalks in North American malls. Traffic in the internet means data flow through computer networks. Now, many of you who already have been running business have an online presence. You might have purchased traffic. You may have purchased leads. However, oftentimes, this traffic is not qualified. It's not real. It's not transparent as to what you purchased, whether that actually relates to a buying customer in the end. So this is where the ONPASSIVE traffic is real, it's guaranteed, it's easy to navigate, and it's up to date, and the prices are exceptional. Now let's address what is GoFounders.net. GoFounders.net is a unique platform that was created 2.5 years ago by ONPASSIVE, and that is a platform for the community of founding members. So that's how the people who have joined ONPASSIVE can connect around the world. What is the advantage for you to become a founding member? Actually, I'm jumping ahead here. Let's just first look at how can you become a founder. At this point, GoFounders are the ambassadors, and they're sharing the opportunity one-on-one or with their family, colleagues. Then there is another opportunity once we going into what's called SoftLaunch. And during SoftLaunch, the AI will provide opportunities for people to become Go-founders as well. Now, if you decide to become a Go-founder with monthly passive income, lifelong, and what is unique, you can pass whatever revenue is generated through the work of the AI on your behalf, pass it on as a legacy to the people you love and care about, or to a charitable organization of your choice as well. So as a co-founder, you will have access to all the tools and internet applications that the company currently is developing and will also develop in the future. Now, once the company then, after soft launch, which is the beta test, which is what we as co-founders are involved in as well, then once that is ended and the company does a hard launch, goes public, then this co-founder position will no longer be available. So it's a very coveted position for people who catch the vision of ONPASSIVE. They know that it's a very precious opportunity. It's actually a gift we are given. Hence, we as co-founders share this opportunity with everybody we need and care about. So if you so will, we are the voluntary marketing public relations arm of the company. We recommend the company. We are not recruiting, we are not selling, and you can relax and lay back. Nobody's going to twist your arm that you join this or you don't. It's really just an opportunity for you to look at, see if it resonates with your heart. And if it does, you join. If not, we love you anyway. That's perfectly okay. And in ONPASSIVE, you can choose to be very active, and you can build a team before the launch happens, or you can also lean back and relax and wait what will happen. And then if you decide a couple of months down the road, you want to be a little bit more active or than before, you can do that, but you don't have to. The whole idea is that the technology will provide the service, it will find the customer, it will service the customer, it will take the revenues, because the customer will purchase the access to the software tools, much like today you might be paying already for internet and for phone. And if you are already subscribing to a human resource platform or to a staffing platform or whatever software solution you're paying for, you pay for it on a monthly basis. That will be the same if you take those solutions from ONPASSIVE. Customers will then on a monthly basis pay for continued access to various software solutions of their choice, which will then generate the revenue for the founding members. So currently, the company is represented in over 200 countries around the world. Our head office is in Florida, Orlando, where Mr. Eshmufara lives with his young family. He has 2 children, and he is also renting the facility, an office in the Sand Lake building there. However, our technological center is in Bangalore, India, and most notably recently in September 2020, the company purchased a 5-story building in Tech City, Hyderabad, which is the equivalent to what you might be familiar with here in North America is Silicon Valley. It's the Silicon Valley of India, if you so will. And currently there are close to 1,000 people working for our company. So yes, in case people think, oh, this is not a real business. Well, the company is 2 years old, employing already close to 1,000 people. And we are paying rent, we are paying salaries, we are having to maintain facilities and building. It's a real company, and it's an amazing experience for those who are founders already to see how much this company has accomplished in a very short period of time. So for me personally, I joined in July 2020, and there were 120,000 founding members around the globe at this point. Then shortly thereafter, and I must say, when my friend Piotr sent me this email from Switzerland and say, hey, you should look at this. This is an incredible opportunity. There is actually a company that cares about people And guess what? They're going to program the AI to be of service to you. The AI will make money for you. And I called Piotr and I said, are you kidding me? That's not for real. Who does that? Look at all the multi-billion-dollar corporations. Here in Canada, there was a newscast on our public radio not too long ago saying that Amazon had made, or Mr. Jeff Bezos had personal wealth had improved by 75 billion in the first 6 months of the whole COVID situation. And when I then came across the email from Piotr, I said, nobody does it, Piotr. Are you for real? Take me to your lure. And he said, okay, put your $97 in. We'll get to that, the price of admission. And you can check it out. And as my background in journalism, I'm always wanting to look at the fault. What's wrong with that? Anyway, turned out that this company is more than real. And you will see in what we discuss next, benefits, how your flat wallet maybe can become bigger, or your bigger wallet can be even bigger in the future with the help of the AI. Now, how does this work? We talked at the beginning already about the internet. We can't really do without the internet anymore. It touches every aspect of our life. In fact, 4.8 billion people are on the internet all the time, represented by this little ball in the center of the screen here. So they use the internet for a variety of reasons. Some are professionals, some are people who just want to connect with their friends and family across the world. Different people have different needs for the internet. So that's a marketing potential. Now, how do you, as a Go founding member, access that market potential? Well, here it goes. You can choose to pay a small membership fee, become a member and join for $97 for as long as it's still possible, because as I said before, the company will go into soft launch and then into hard launch, which means that opportunity will disappear for good. Then, before the company goes live, there will be an activation fee, a one-time activation fee, which sets the AI in motion. And then technology will go to work on behalf. And you see here in the little plants growing bigger and bigger, thanks to the activities of the AI, your revenue will increase. Now, a lot of people seem to complain about, why isn't ONPASSIVE launching? Why isn't there launching yet? There should be launching now. And the reason I think why is much like a bamboo plant. You will seed in the ground, you will water it, it will get sunshine, and you need to tend to it for a while. In our case, the tending to it is that our technical experts work on making everything perfectly work, it really down to the smallest detail. So when the company launches and the AI goes into action, everything works with perfection. So that then you, the founding member, will over time have an incredible income. And the more people come in, initially there are maybe a few customers, maybe there will be 3 customers in the first month and another 3 in the next. But then as more and more people become aware of ONPASSIVE, this plant of yours will stronger and stronger, faster and faster. So here once more in detail, how exactly do we earn money? So we are seeing on the right-hand side, you've chosen to become a Go founder. As a Go founder, we will then pay our activation fee when the company goes live, and we will have access to these products. And customers will be brought to our company who have then access to the various software solutions that are pointed out in the center. Human resource platform, video conferencing, OBLES, where we will be able to accumulate funds for humanitarian purposes. There will be a variety of services that you can access. And the world's customer, the 4.8 billion you see on the left-hand side, will pick and choose which of our software solutions we will offer to them, which ones they need the most. Then for that, much like they pay the telephone and the internet bill on a monthly basis, they will pay for these services. Those funds then will flow to ONPASSIVE. And because we have become founding members and are co-founders, we will then receive monthly passive income from ONPASSIVE. Now, ask yourself, how many streams of income do you have? How stable are they? Could you see yourself having or making use of a secondary source of income? Because if we trade time for money, then we will not really get ahead, as people my age might already have found out. No matter what your education level, no matter how hard you work, what we need to make money while you sleep. And that is what ONPASSIVE offers. The AI will go to work for you. It will go and service the customer. It will go and deliver all the services. It takes the money, it distributes the money to the co-founders. So consider that maybe years ago, you might have been given an opportunity to buy Bitcoin or heard about this new company, Apple or Google or Amazon. Somebody might have offered you shares in that, and we might have missed that boat. Way back then, these companies were very much unknown. Nobody knew about them. Just like today, not too many people around the world know about ONPASSIVE and the incredible big opportunity it offers to people like you and I. So maybe this is your next big chance. It is said that ONPASSIVE is going to be the next unicorn company. Now, what is a unicorn? A unicorn company is a private equity firm, and just to reiterate, ONPASSIVE is privately owned, it's debt-free, it's fully capitalized, and it will never be traded on the stock market. So a unicorn company is privately owned, and it exceeds its valuation above $1 billion. Why? Due to incredible growth in a short time. Now, I learned recently here from my partner that the current valuation of ONPASSIVE is $8 billion. And the company has not opened yet. However, by the fact that the company employs already 1,000 people, and by what the company has developed, that gives it the valuation that is currently given at 8 billion. Now, we spoke earlier, the company is represented in over 200 countries already. And as I said, in July, there were 120,000 when I became a founding member. Today, we have 266, and I'm sure that number is wrong because I took it at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, and we're currently taking on new founding members at a speed of about 2,500 people per day. These people are all brilliant human beings, and they catch the vision and they see what ONPASSIVE is offering.
You are sure, Hildegard?
I'm sorry?
The action number is 545.400 plus.
Wow. So in the last hour or so, it went up by more than 200 people. Incredible. Right. Thank you.
Herbert Gruber, a guy from Tirol, he does the statistics, and for the time being, every day, there's coming in 2,350 people becoming a founder daily. 2,300.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you for 350 every day.
Yeah.
I remember when in the fall we were saying 1,000 people a day. Now it's 2,350 per day. And what is important to notice also, do much like I've done in the past. I said, take me to your leader. I put my $97 in. I received access to the GoFounders.net back office. And I found a lot of recordings, a lot of public webinars, such as this one. The Leadership Council puts a public webinar on every Tuesday. There are webinars in all languages, no matter what part of the world you call home. You can find information in your language, in your time zone as well. So the nice thing about ONPASSIVE is that you can come and have a look, check it out, and then you can get your money back if you so choose. The company also provides 100% privacy. None of our information will be sold. Nobody will know whether you looked on the internet for a red sweater or whether you were trying to book a flight to visit some family member somewhere, or you went somewhere on business and you were in a restaurant paying with your credit card at X restaurant. Privacy is key with ONPASSIVE, and that is also a reason why many people choose to become founders. See, everything that you need related to the internet. And all tools are equipped with the most advanced futuristic technology. And even when ONPASSIVE launches, the company will not stop developing and improving on existing and also coming up with new software solutions. So I'd like you to just pause for a minute with me and think, what would you do if time and money would not be an obstacle? You had your family, your loved ones, your grandchildren's education maybe even covered because the revenues are coming in. ONPASSIVE is working for you and supplying income for you while you sleep. What is it that you could do to make a difference in the world? As you see here in this image of these children having to work for a living together with their mom, what cause do you have that you like to impact the world with? Ash Mufarah's passion is children. Well, I'm a mother of 4 children, and I understand the importance of have the community help me educate, raise my children. Sadly, not everybody has access to that. And this is what really impressed me when I first heard about the GoFounding opportunity and watched a couple of the pre-recorded webinars or recorded webinars that Mr. Ash Mufarah had given over the years. And I learned that he has a passion for making a difference to children, but also to people who are committed to being in service, not just to the younger generation, but also to our ailing generation, to our elders and seniors. And so imagine you could find a way to finance and spend most of your waking hours on pursuing the causes that you want to make a difference to. However, you haven't been able to do so due to lack of time and resources. What is impressive about Mr. Ash Mufarah? He's a man with a big heart, and he mentioned at some point that he wanted to create millionaires around the world, millions of millionaires, because there is so much that needs to be transformed on this planet. And one person, no matter how rich, how abundant, and how smart and intelligent the individual might be, is not enough to attend to what's needed to be transformed on this planet for the betterment of humankind. So AI, in this case, ONPASSIVE AI, will work for you. They've taken something very complex and make it very easy for us to use. So now think, what it is that you can do. There is a paradigm shift upon us, and ONPASSIVE is going to be a disruptor in how online business has been done. And the question is, what do you want to transform in your future? Because at the end of the day, everything we have today is a consequences of the choices we made in the past, conscious or unconscious. So the question you have to ask yourself, you know, are you willing to create a bigger vision? Are you ready to dream again? Many of us had to give up on our dreams along the way due to whatever we had to deal with, raising families, having move house, getting unemployed, going through relationship changes, whatever the challenge may be. However, I believe with ONPASSIVE, it makes a lot of sense to think about what is our life vision. There's a lot of promise in our future. And our CEO, Mr. Edmund Farah, always asks us to focus our mental energy on what it is we would like to create. Because as he calls it, the future is a done deal. As a founding member, your finances are taken care of. So think about it. What is it that you want to transform in your life? What does your future look like in 5 years, in 10 years, 25 years? Mr. Mufara always says, it's a done deal. You join, it's a done deal. What you need to focus on is, where do you want to make a difference? So thank you so much for giving me your attention today.